Between the walls of Sharjah's university studio and around campus gather artists, not by name, but by passion. Engineering, dentistry, business, and law are just professions to most. It is art, what they dream of, and what they're seeking. Whether it's literature, fine arts, graphics, or music, students tend to choose what is secure over what they most call a side gig.
It's just too risky of a challenge. It's a challenge and it's risky, and I don't think I'm up for that.
The risk comes from low salaries, an average of $450 per month. Artists also rarely find jobs in their field as much as they do in teaching at schools and universities. That is, if they found any stable jobs in the Middle East. Most citizens, and especially elder generations, think of art as a talent and not as a career, as a want and not as a need, which leaves artists struggling to find a job.
As in these careers for art, like between every 11, there's one person that end up having a successful career in this life and entering into exhibitions, having his own company to manage people who draw and be creative. Art is creation.
Employment and the work field are not it all. The culture seems to be the main factor standing in the way of most of the students that are trying to pursue jobs in art. Middle Easterns think of art or link it to the Islamic print and poetry most of the time. At many times, they do not seem to accept what is viewed as contemporary art. Also, many consider art as a way of expression and not a way of living. Thus, many artists end up being called dreamers or people with no goals.
I feel like the Middle East, they give the majors levels. To them, dentistry, medicine, engineering, it's the highest level, and the rest is like side majors, something they don't care about, something that wouldn't pay you so much, something that just wouldn't give you a status in the community. And this is the bad thing in the Middle East.
The thing is, my parents and the society in general just don't agree with this fact. So people who study the theater and these things, they just don't believe in them. So they consider them as they're not studying at all.
But still, sometimes artists have their own inner reasons to why they're refusing to major in art.
When I majored in electrical engineering, I had this plan on, working in renewable energy sources, and I think that offers me something that maybe music, which I'm passionate about, doesn't offer me, because I'm planning on finding new good ways, efficient ways to generate electricity, to give something totally new.
There are many factors that led me to this decision, which is a huge no. And I think the most influencing one, you can say, is that it's just the things that I write, the songs, the stories, the music that I play are just too private. There's something that resembles me in so many ways that I get uncomfortable with just publishing it to other people.
Fortunately, for those who immerse themselves in the art scene both as creators and as observers, the art scene in the Middle East seems to be making its way through the light, specifically in the UAE. The country is focusing a lot on artists and on adopting artists by giving them the biggest opportunities to share what they have to say or do with the public at a very young age. Besides, it is trying to involve them with a lot of events on which they can observe art and learn from it. Workshops and courses are always offered too.
Now in Jordan, which is where I graduated high school from, there's an uprising art scene, which is decent. It's not at its best. People still look down at music and art. And this art scene or this art movement is focusing more on painting and drawing. You do call music art, it's a part of art. Not so much focused on the music aspect. I wish that I had the advantages I have in the UAE back in high school, because I see here that there's Dubai Design Week and there's Dubai Art Week and there's Sharjah Binali or Baina. There are many ways people pronounce it. I'm not really sure how. And there's also, for example, the Sharjah Art Foundation, which helps you develop yourself as an artist, as well as many other foundations and organizations. And personally, the main thing that's really attracting me is that there are many universities here that do have choir after hours, such as AUS, and they give you the advantage to sing in Arabic and English and sort of show your vocal skills. And they participate in open mics and spoken words in Dubai, like events that happen in Jumeirah. There are several that happen, where you sign up and then you just go and do whatever you want, whether it's reciting your poetry, you sing, playing an instrument. So I do really wish I saw all of these opportunities and the career opportunities you have as well, because there are a lot of career opportunities in Sharjah and Dubai as an artist, where in Jordan we don't have them. I wish I knew that before, because I would have actually probably left a year early from high school there and came and finished high school here, just because I would really have loved to study that. I ended up studying mass communications and media because it's the next closest thing to art and design and music, and I can use it to promote my art and design.
With all the controversy, opinions, and thoughts on art in the Middle East, one cannot deny that more people are appreciating art and responding to it.